This is the Lockpicking Lawyer, and the lock I have for you today is the Lockwood Model 270. This is one of the locks that was sent to me by Con, Peter, and William in Australia. So guys, thanks again for all of the great locks that you sent me. This is the largest of the group, the Lockwood 270. It's a full 70 millimeters across, solid steel body, a 14 millimeter molybdenum alloy shackle, a 6-pin core that is guarded by one of the toughest lock shutters I've seen in a while. You can see it's just plastic, so no drill protection there, but getting the key in is actually pretty difficult. And you can see once you get the key in, it's buried in the lock. About a third of the bow is in the bottom of the padlock, which means the core is set in really, really deeply. So, a couple of concerns that these aspects of the lock present to us. First, getting past that shutter. With that really, really heavy spring tension, that's going to interfere in our picking. It's going to interfere with our tension. Second, with the core buried as deep as it is in the padlock, let's actually look at the key next to my pick. I'm going to have the pick in at least that far, and this is where the key gets inserted to. So almost the entire pick is going to be inside of this lock. It's going to create some leverage issues when I'm working on these back few pins. I'm going to lose a lot of precision. Okay, let's get to picking this then. First thing we have to deal with is that shutter, and it's actually easier than you might think. I'm just going to take this wiper insert, place it in the bottom of the keyway, and twist it around sideways. And the tension is heavy enough, it's going to hold that wiper insert pretty firmly, and we're just going to leave it there for the entire pick. I now have access to the whole keyway. Then we're going to put in a 50 thousandths Peterson pry bar, and I'm going to be using this Peterson number 1 hook in 25 thousandths. Okay, let's get started. Okay, number 1, giving us a little counter rotation, got him set. 2, counter rotation, got him set. 3, counter rotation. I think I just overset 3. I let off a little bit of tension. Let me see if anything dropped. Okay, 1 dropped, 2 still set, and 3 is set now. Okay, now on number 4. Okay, number 4, I think we overset him as well, but I let off a little tension and got him set. Number 5, overset him as well. I'm thinking we probably have some tapered key pins. I've seen them on Lockwoods before, and they make oversetting really easy. Okay, on number 6, I think we got him set. Let's see what we've dropped in the process of all this. Okay, number 1, to reset him. Number 2. Okay, got number 2 set. 3, we must have done a lot of damage while we were in the back of the lock. 3 is, okay, I overset 3, so, okay, got him where he needs to be. 4 as well. Okay, looks like we're open now. Okay, the entire shackle comes out right now. That's not normally the case. However, prior to starting this video, what I did was I removed the pin, this pin, from the hole that retains the shackle. That's because we are going to need to take out screws in both of these holes to disassemble the lock. Okay, let's get started on our disassembly so we can gut this lock. Okay, 2 pretty beefy screws holding this bottom plate on. As you can see, as soon as I took these screws out, it pressed up. There's something spring-loaded there. So we have our entire bottom plate. Then we have the shutter mechanism, and as it looked, these are definitely plastic, and it looks like we have 4 springs holding that in place. I'm not even going to try to take that apart because I am sure things will go flying. Then we have, looks like a couple little detents here. I don't want to push them out. Definitely spring-loaded. Okay, I see what that does. We have little detents here, and what that does is biases the lock toward the locked position. So if the lock is locked, this shutter mechanism isn't just going to spin in place. Okay, let's drop the core out and gut that guy. Okay, a couple of Phillips screwdrivers on the back, screws on the back of this. And we are still unlocked, so we can just push out the core. Okay, let's drop all these key pins out. 1, 2, 3, all tapered tops on these pins, which would explain why we were oversetting them so easily. Okay, let's get the driver pins out now. Okay, one is a spool. Every single one of these felt like a spool to me, so I would be surprised to find anything else in there. And that's what it is, 6 spools. Okay, let's give you a close-up of everything here. We can see on the pins, all of the key pins have tapered tops. That is what was giving us some trouble while picking because we kept oversetting them, and that top taper does make it very easy. Then on the driver pins, we have 6 of Lockwood's shallow spools. Moving over to the core, you can see we have 2 rather large anti-drill pins right in the front of this core. And I don't see anything else terribly unusual about it. Okay, that's it for this Lockwood 270. Con, Peter, William, thank you again for this great lock. To everyone else, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.